All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Facebook Live Mastery. What we're going to do today is learn how to create that live presentation by using a system, by being very purposeful in what it is that we say, and we're going to actually practice today. So we're going to practice in the safety of our own homes, in the safety of the passionately speaking group, or you could always do it to only you. So earlier we were talking, and there's 3 ways that you can actually do a live. If you're a little nervous about it or being seen, it's your first time, you don't have to put it on your timeline. There's 3 different selections, and I'll show you exactly where those are. You can put it on a timeline. You can put it on a group. You can put it on, like the Passionately Speaking or any other group. You can put it on your fan page, or you can just say only me, and only you will see it. Maybe that's what we'll do today. So only you. Once you do that, and it's only you, if you do like it, you can share it out. It'll never be live. See, the key with Facebook Live is people can see it right here, right now, while you're doing it. But if you say only me, they won't see you live, but that's okay. Most of the time, what we do lives for is not for the live interaction right now, but for the views that you will get later. That's what we create them for. Because think about it, if you did do a live right now and people watched, then they're going to interfere a little bit because they're going to comment or they're going to send you hearts, which in the very beginning of Facebook Live, people did a lot more than they're doing now. Now they're just not jumping on when you're live. They're waiting for the replay, or they come back or something like that, but very little interaction happens now. Now that's for most of us. There's exceptions to the rule, like, famous people or Tony Robbins or something like that, where people get notified and they jump on. So there are always exceptions to the rule. But for the most part, for the most of us in general, there's just so much going on now that people just, don't jump on them. Let's put it this way, the novelty of it is worn off, so people don't watch it, but they will watch it later. So that's how we'll create it. So it's okay to do it only me. And then if you like it, you can share it out. Okay. All right. So I am going to share my screen, and we are going to just do a little bit of teaching. And then we're going to jump right into the live. So it's only a 90-minute class, and in 90 minutes, you'll know everything you need to know about doing a Facebook Live and how to boost your business with it. And of course, your brand, and how to get your message out to the world. Everything that we do that goes out into the world, it could be permanent, right? Number 1, we never know who's watching it. And number 2, it could be permanent. Now, Facebook Lives, you can save them. But other people they can't download them like easily like you can your own, but there are tools out there that people can download your videos and your film and things like that. And I'm going to show you what one of those tools is. But just so you know, I never put anything up that I don't go, okay, if someone saves this and uses it as a training class, am I okay with it? Right?
Right.
And the more I do it, the more comfortable even I am. One of the Facebook Lives I've done recently was 30 days to become a powerful speaker. And I wanted to do it every single day. And one of the days I forgot, and it was right the day before my 1 day Speak Up, Get Clients. So I had mud on my face because it's a ritual. If ever I go and do an event, I always put the mud on so I can glow the next day. That's my secret. And so I just did a live about looking your best and taking care of your face. But I didn't do it on my timeline. I was very selective and only did it to my particular groups that are my groups. So you can always do that as well. Okay, so let's get started here. So I
just want to say I saw that one.
Oh, did you see it? Did you like it?
I thought you were very brave.
Yeah, it was being brave, but Yeah, and I don't expect that right now of any of you here, but of course, in the future, maybe you'll be brave too. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. All right, so what you're going to discover in the next 90 minutes is really the power behind Facebook Live. Think of it more than just you and live and you know getting over fear and doing it. There's really a power behind it, and it's a great way to promote yourself and of course your business. And that's why I use it. I never, some people get on there and they share some really personal things. Some people get on there and I mean, really personal. I saw one, it broke my heart. It was about a young girl who lost a baby. And it's just like, I'm thinking, why, you know, why would she? But again, that was her way of healing. But I just would caution people, just like speaking, don't heal on stage, always heal off stage and then come back after being healed and be brave and courageous and then share your message and share your story. And again, I prefer using it to promote my business, but some people do it for other reasons. All right, so my goal today is to get you at least doing your first live if you haven't done your live, showing you a formula that you can use that takes the guesswork out of it, and of course, the fear out of doing it. All right, so get ready, get set, and let's go. So preparation is key. That's the very first step in doing your live. A lot of times people will just do a live spontaneously. And I see those and I see them saying things like, this is my first live, right? What do I do? And, you know, they're like all crazy. Don't do that. Do that as a practice session. You want to come out as strong and powerful and confident as you can, as possible. So get ready, write your message, whatever you're going to talk about, your idea of the message. Make sure you take care of your environment because the environment counts, right? The environment counts. And of course, yourself, you have to prepare. So we're going to talk all about all this preparation right now in detail. So number one, prepare your message. So what do I mean by preparing your message? Well, we're going to use a proven system, which I'm going to share with you right now. But one of the things I did is I did a 21 success principles of public speaking. And so what I did, and I recommend this to all of you, and it doesn't, in the beginning, it doesn't have to be 21, do 7, do 5, right? And what I did is I wrote down all 21 principles as the idea. So I might have said, you know, number 1, fear of speaking. Number 2, get trained. Number 3, use stories. Just bullet points. So what I would do is I'd get up in the morning and I would be all excited because I would just look at my list. Oh, today's the day I get to talk about storytelling. Because what happens a lot of times when you don't prepare your message or even what you're going to talk about, you go, what do I talk about? And it's like the thoughts just run out of your head and you're left with nothing, right? I got nothing. I don't know what to talk about. And that can happen to me. And it was happening to me with my 30-day to powerful speaking because I didn't write that down ahead of time. I did it more spontaneous. And so my recommendation always is to write them down ahead of time and then prepare each one using your system. Now, again, your lives are no longer than 3 minutes. So 2 minutes is a perfect amount of time, 2 to 3 minutes right in there. So you're not going to have to practice very much, right? Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but you don't really have to practice that much, but do that kind of preparation, do know what you're going to say. And again, I'm going to teach you the proven system, so that will really help you. All right. And then we're going to prepare the content. What is it that you're going to say? You're going to practice just like you would any speech. You're going to show up professionally. And I say that because I see a lot of people not showing up so professionally. In other words, they might have, like me, I had mud on my face that one day, but that was to a point that they just either they're not dressed up or they're whatever isn't congruent with their message. They might be talking about sales, but then they're in a t-shirt, Now you can be in a t-shirt if you're talking about fitness, so there's certain times, just be congruent with who you are, your message, and your brand. That's all. That's what I mean by being professional. And then start in a safe place. Start in a safe place, not only a place in your office, your home, but that also means maybe it's not on your timeline. Maybe you're going to put it on Only Me or on your page, or because no one's going to see it on your page, right? Really, unless they go to your page. So there's a lot of ways that you can create that safe place for yourself. And of course, be consistent. And this is the one thing I say about any kind of speaking or even blogging or even journaling, right, Luana? Luana does journaling. It doesn't work unless you're consistent. Doing it every single day, doing it every single week, whatever consistent means to you. But dabbling in it and doing it once in a while will not create branding or attention or promoting your business. Nothing will happen. You'll go, well, this doesn't work. It's when you're consistent and the people recognize you and they see you and they go, oh, what does she have to say today? Or what does he have to say today? So be consistent. That's key. Number two, your location matters. Matters. Again, we're setting up our brand. We're setting up our reputation. So your location matters. And I don't know what's up with the car, but how many of you have seen people just do it in their car all the time? I'm like, what is up with the car? And they do it all the time. And I think, are they hiding what they're going to say? Are they hiding their message? Do they not want their kids to hear or their husband to hear their message? Why? So it creates a lot of questions for me. Now, if they are normally somewhere, like I'm normally in my office, and then sometime, and I'm consistent and I'm doing this every week or every day. And then one time I end up in my car because I'm driving to a speaking location or I'm driving somewhere that matters, then that's okay. But I'm talking about most of the people that do it in their car always do it in their car. And it's not like their car is a brand. I do know one girl that her whole deal was Mustang Sally kind of thing. So she always did it in her Mustang, and she would have guests come and sit in her Mustang with her, and she would do an interview. That was a whole branding. So I'm not talking, right? I'm not talking about that either. I'm talking about those people that are always doing it in their car, and they're usually sitting. They're not even driving anywhere. They're just sitting there giving you a message inside their car. So be careful of that. I don't watch them. It just drives me nuts. So location matters. Make sure your background is professional. Make sure that it's nice and neat. Stay away from backgrounds like bedrooms and bathrooms. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was just a get to know you call, a one-on-one, but she was laying on her bed, right? She was laying on her bed talking to me, and I just didn't feel as comfortable as I would otherwise. And I was coaching a guy recently, and he was tired, and he literally went in his bedroom, laid on his bed. Now, I couldn't see him, but I could hear him, but he was laying down on his bed. I mean, it's just like, what is up with this? So be careful. Location matters. Create a professional background for yourself. And of course, if you're going to use a background, do use a virtual background, do use a green screen. They do have green screens that hook right on your chair. And again, mainly it's just so you don't disappear as you're talking on your video, because you don't want your hands to disappear or your face, or have somebody, have you ever seen somebody walk behind you and you have a virtual background? It's like they're a ghost coming in and out. It's kind of weird. So we don't want to do anything that's a distraction either. Sometimes you could do one on location. I love location shoots where I'm like out. I feel like I'm a reporter. So I might be out at a speaking engagement. I did one in front of the Staples Center before the pandemic, of course, and I was speaking at a huge chamber of commerce, not only Los Angeles, but all of the chambers all around, 200 or 300 people. And I was in front of the Staples Center. And so that's such a cool location. I had to do a live right there. I've done one with, at different locations, stood up on next to a fountain, as long as you relate it to your life. So the fountain I talked about, here I am next to this huge fountain. And I just want to say a speech is like a fountain where you've got to be bold, you got to be strong, you got to be, whatever. I made something up. But but be creative. People love locations. And they love that kind of movement too, if you're like a reporter on the scene. So as you go through this, get comfortable and do it on a great location. Or a blank wall. A blank wall will work if you don't have anything else. I find blank walls work if they also maybe just have a nice picture behind you that's not distracting. But be creative. And of course, your virtual backgrounds. All right, so number 3, you matter. Please make sure, ladies and gentlemen, who's ever listening to this, not to look down into your camera. So many times I see people looking down because they have a laptop. Now, if you have a laptop and your laptop, like I'm looking straight ahead because I have a big screen and my camera is on top, so I can look up. Right? So what does that do? It makes my neck look better. I don't have a double chin. But if I look down, I got this double chin and all that. If you have a laptop, just prop it up. Prop it up on a couple of boxes. And then so you can look straight into the camera or up just slightly. But don't look down into it. It's not complimentary. And I see people do it on Facebook all the time. And I just want to go, oh, don't you see yourself? And I like to be a little further away like I am now, right? I think I'm not 20 years old. If I was 20, I'd be right here in your face, but I'm not 20. So I like to be a little distance, but that's entirely up to you. Okay.
Like that.
All right. So again, look your best on the camera because you don't know who's going to see it. So make sure you have, you're ready. One of the things that I did when I did the 21 days is I had to show up a little differently. In other words, I have optional shower days. I don't know about you, but I do. Today wasn't one of them because I'm here with you today. But I have optional wash my hair days, which was yesterday, and I have optional shower days, which is usually on a Monday, which I don't see any clients on a Monday. And but when you're doing your lives, you can't have those optional days. You want to make sure that you do them. So even on Monday, when I did my 21 days, I had to wash my hair, take a shower, and of course, put on my lashes and get ready for that Zoom. All right, wear your branding colors. Always a good idea if you have branding colors to wear them and get used to people seeing them. And again, it's a lot of fun. And when you do wear branding colors, I always recommend solids. When you do any kind of filming or speaking, solid colors. Why? Because you don't want to distract your audience. I see some people. Now, I see a lot of people, of course, break the rules, and this is just my professional opinion. And they do videos and they've got these bright patterns on, and I'm looking at their blouse. I'm looking at their shirt, right? So it's a distraction. So, right?
Yeah.
No, you're not speaking. You're learning. You're learning. It's different. Okay, it's different. All right, so Alice is coming in. All right, hi Alice, welcome. All right, so wear your branding colors and just get people used to knowing that, red, everyone knows is my color, whatever your color is, and do wear solid so they're not distracting. So Alice, we're just talking about you met, and I'll catch you up at the break. But right now we're talking about getting yourself ready for your live. Okay, and then be aware again of your surroundings and what is around you. Make sure that if there is, just make sure your surroundings represent you. So if you're a neatnik like me, you want everything neat. If you don't care, then that's fine. But I see a lot of, especially men, do some lives and they've got all kinds of stuff behind them that, again, no judgment. It's just a distraction because you're looking to see what is that, right? What is that thing behind them or what, I can't make it out. What is it? So just be aware we want to eliminate any distractions. All right. So we're going to launch right into the proven formula right now for how to speak on a live. And this is the one thing that people miss out on. So this is a little bit about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about these in detail. But the very first step before we get into the actual live formula is to create a compelling title. The title is your only marketing piece. So you want people to see your live? Well, it has to be a title where they're going to want that. So I just created a few examples, 3 ways to double your income, triple your time off, 5 biggest mistakes you're probably doing right now or making right now, 7 tips to funding your children's college education. I mean, just create that title that's going to get people to come. Now, when I did my 21 principles, I named it 21 Success Principles of Public Speaking. I had another one that was 7 non-negotiable rules of public speaking. I did 30 days to become a powerful speaker. So the promise is in the title of what you're going to deliver. And then each day I just said what the day was. So whether you're just going to do them randomly or you're going to have a series, make the series title as compelling as the individual day title. And you could do that by thinking about who your audience is. Who is your target market? Right? Who is your target market? And right after this, before we jump in, we're going to go, well, why don't we go around the room now that Alice has joined us, and just talk about real quick, who is your target market? So Jeanette, who is your target market? Who are we trying to target with these lives?
I'm a little bit confused myself. So can you come back to me?
Yeah. Okay. Luana, who's your target market?
Jeanette, that was my line.
Okay. Well,
people talk about that all the time. And honestly, I don't know who it is because I'm not out there enough to figure out who's listening.
Okay, let's talk about target then. Alice, who's your target?
People who are behind on their home mortgage or their rental.
Okay.
So they're in churches and different community groups.
Good. People who are in trouble, right? People who need help. All right. So when you think of target market, I want you to think of who you want to serve. Like if you had a fantasy client, who would that be? Right? So Jeanette, for you, once you get clear on your message and what it is you're delivering, then you'll get clear on the target. Some say we've got to get clear on the target first. No, you got to get clear on your message. Then you can think, okay, I'm all about joy. I want to give joy. I want to do coaching. Now who's my target market? Well, those who want more joy.
Right.
So it kind of goes hand in hand, but if you're not real clear on what you're doing because you're starting a brand new business, then it's really easier and better to say, okay, what is it that I want to deliver? What is it that I want to teach? What is the problem I'm solving?
Right.
What is the problem I solve out there? Right? So but you have to be careful with that because if I say, okay, what's the problem I solve? I don't say that I solve the fear of public speaking, even though that's out there. That's just like part of it. But that would restrict me to one little narrow target market. but I solve the problem of people that have a message, and everybody does, to help them to get it out there in a big way and make a huge impact, as well as make money doing it.
Right.
Right. And I niched it down to speak up and get clients, because I can find those people really easy. Anybody who wants to get clients by speaking, but it's really more than that. Okay. So Luana, when you
Step away for a moment.
Okay. So Luana, when we think of your target market, when we think of, forget who's listening to your podcast, right? Who are you
Right.
doing them for?
Mhm.
You know, you're trying to help women, right?
Yes.
Primarily.
And
women.
if there's a man that wants to hear, he can get in there too.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's primary women.
yeah,
Uh,
primary.
one
women.
of the things that caused me a problem was because I wasn't sure what direction I wanted to go into. But ever since January, it seems like I've been thinking of journaling a lot. And so I've finally decided, well, I want to learn as much as I can about journaling, because it takes care of all the situations that I was interested in: writing, speaking, and helping people to get their message out. So
I
yeah,
think,
if you can tell me how to do that
yeah,
so that it gets out there the right way, then hey, we got a winner.
I think it's a great idea, because there's millions of people out there journaling, especially women. I believe women journal more than men.
Mhm.
Your direction can be what you just said, healing by journaling,
Mhm.
right? So that the big promise is healing, not just journaling. Because if you told me journaling, I would just go, whatever, I don't have time. I'm not a journaler.
Mhm.
I have journaled, right? But
Mhm.
I'm not one that does it religiously.
Mhm.
But if you told me heal by journaling, and I had something I needed to heal from, I would be there. So for you, it might not be setting up really extravagant coaching programs, but instead, I would recommend for you to set up like courses on journaling, right?
So I didn't hear that.
6-week courses. So like a 6-week webinar kind of Zoom class where people come together and you teach them the art of journaling, and because they're not going to journal right out and heal, right?
Mhm.
You've got to teach them how to journal. That takes time, right? Transformation over time. You've got to teach them the benefits of journaling, how to journal correctly. Then they can go by the 6th week. Now they can start to learn how to heal. Then you'll have another course about healing, journaling specifically for healing. So this could go on and on. You could also do 1 days and half a days, right? You could do some coaching, but I don't, that would only be for people in that when they reach the healing part, because they're too hurt or broken to do it in a group. So they would need some private coaching with you to get it all out and to journal it with tears in their eyes, right? So that'll be very specific coaching after they've gone through some of your program.
Okay.
Now,
I actually did a class. I was surprised. 12 people showed up, and they were all excited and they were very interactive. So I thought, okay, I must be on the right road. So
I think you
I
are.
just need the help in developing it.
Okay, I can help you to do that. And it might take some coaching, to do that as well, because it's not just a little animal. This is
Mhm.
big. This is a business.
Right.
Okay, good. All right. So Alice, how do you find, you've got a pretty good clue on your target market, but what do you normally say to find them, to attract them to what you do?
Normal is not what I'm engaged in right now. I usually get word of mouth business. So now I'm trying to take it to another level, because advertisement, like paper advertisement, has not worked for me. It doesn't reach.
No.
So I have to go out there and start speaking to people about how I could help them.
Okay.
I can.
Right. And see where you're at, you're in a very special industry because those people don't always want to come forth, right? You don't want to say,
Right.
how many of you claim bankruptcy? And everybody's going to raise their
Right.
hand. No, they're not.
That's true.
Right? There's some shame,
Involved there.
in admitting it. So people admitting that they can't make their mortgage or that they're in trouble financially is a very delicate approach. I'm sure you've already discovered that and do that.
So
But-
what happens? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
What happens? People call me privately. I leave my card out or give a number and they will call me later.
Mhm. Yeah, and we will continue to do that, as your close. So unlike what I recommended to Luana, you're never going to have like a group course, right?
Right.
Yeah, you probably won't. It'll be always private coaching. Now, how is it, Alice, that you get paid?
Through retainer.
Okay, so they do give you an upfront retainer.
Yes.
Do they pay you on the back end as well? Or is it all up?
Some I make an agreement over a year because some things last that long. But for bankruptcy, upfront.
Yeah. Good.
Because I don't want the court to be involved in my money.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, you don't want it to be tied to their success. Good. Okay, good. All right. So so that's the target. So Jeanette, were you listening? So what do you think now your target might be?
Well, my target was seniors, those who are having difficulties when I was doing senior tech tutoring. Now with the broadening and with it really being a focus on joy, I would say my main target audience would be women who have had some type of struggle. And
Everybody.
and which I don't want to be just an anybody speaker either.
Right.
But, many of us, all of us have life experiences. And so I would say that my passion for starting Jeanette's Joy as a blog 12 years ago was reaching out, bottom line, to women who needed encouragement. And that can be anything, it doesn't have to be necessarily in a certain age group. Before I was targeting, 60 and above. Now, I don't see that there is, you know what? I should narrow it down. I would say probably 30 and above. That's too broad.
It's still broad, but sometimes we can have that demographic in our head, but it doesn't have to be in what we said. We don't have to say 30 and above. But yeah. I would think I think an exciting group for you is like women who they've kind of lived their life, and now they're at a certain age where they're looking for more.
Yes, that's true.
They're looking for more. And what they're looking for really is more joy, right? More peace, more harmony. We come to a point, like I was saying this on at the one day, you come to a point, or one of my calls, I don't remember, but you come to a point where you reach an age and you just don't care as much anymore, right? And it's not about you anymore. It's just, you're not as self-conscious. You finally, it's like I had to become 60 to finally get it, that it's, you know what I mean? That I don't have to worry about what people say or think. I can just be goofy and be me and that kind of thing. So but a lot of women struggle with that.
Yes.
So if it was something about, these women taking them to the next level, taking them to the next step, maybe encouraging them, giving them the confidence that they can start a new business, like Luana's starting a new business, and how do you find that joy? Well, maybe you find the joy in the business. Maybe you find the joy in the grandkids. Maybe you find the joy by giving yourself permission to get a dog, right? or find a new man. Right? So your joy is for a lot of different things, which could, so you would do private coaching and help people with finding what some people call it passion, some people call it purpose, Jeanette. You're just calling it joy.
Right.
You see, but it's that deep. Finding that, okay, some people call it empty nester syndrome, right? They put all their life into their children and now they're in college and now they're all alone. How do they find that joy? How do they find themselves? How do they find their purpose? Women have trouble with that. Men don't, it seems. Women, every single woman I've ever spoke to on the planet reaches that point at some point in their life.
Actually, you've hit it right on, actually. You don't even know me that well, and you've hit it right on.
Good.
Because that, I guess I am looking for people like me.
Yes. There you go. There's your fantasy client.
Okay.
Because there's a lot to say to that, because not only like you, but you're willing to take action. You're a go-getter. You're coachable. You invest in yourself. You want people that are, we all do want people coachable that are ready to invest in themselves.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So it's not just wanting that joy, it's all of that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Great. All right. So everybody has something to go for, and at least mentally, while we're doing this Facebook Live. Who's your ideal client? Picture that person, right? And if it's someone close to yourself, baby boomer or whatever, picture that person, right? And maybe, Alice, for you, it could be a lot of young people for you, because a lot of young people get in trouble with credit card debt and they overextend themselves. And, I know I did, because I didn't get it in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yours is not limited by person. Yours target is, the debt or the financial trouble that they're in. That's your target. People that are in financial trouble, struggles, whether it's facing bankruptcy or just losing their home. And so what you do is so powerful. It's needed. It's a life changer, right? Because you probably teach a lot about how money works too. Paying off the high credit cards first, helping them with their credit scores, all that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge. And the importance. I mean, one of the things I didn't know when I was married before, I'm married, now I've been married, but I was married at a young age, stupid, but I mixed credit cards, right? I mean, I'd get the credit card, put it in my husband's name. And of course, then when we separated, I let him have the credit cards because I didn't know, I was young. He got in trouble. And before I know it, my credit rating went because my name was on his card. So now with my husband now, I mean, we don't mix. He's like, well, I'll get your credit card and put, your name. I'm like, no. So my credit's mine, his credit's his, and my credit's like 8.16 or something. I mean, very high score. So that's something young people need to know because they don't know it. They don't teach that stuff in schools. Yeah. So you're life-changing. You're life-changing. Okay. So let's go. If there's no other questions, we've all got our target. Let's go back to the screen and get ready to do our live. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to stop because what we want to do now is the title. So I want all of you let's just take like 5 minutes and create a title. Now, create more than one. And what we'll do is we'll go around the room and we'll vote on it. Because again, this is your one promo piece. Remember, we talked about we're going to use Facebook as a promo to get more business. So this is that one headline that's going to get people to watch your live. What's it going to be? It's got to be powerful. So write 2 or 3 of them, then we'll go around the room and we'll vote on them and say, well, we would watch that or we won't, or okay. Sound good? So I'm going to put myself on mute. If you need to get up and go get a cup of tea or something, now's the time to do it. It's right at 11 o'clock, so 11:05, we'll come back. Okay? And then Alice, as soon as you're done, just let me know, and then I'll catch you up to speed. But after when we have a breakaway, so that I don't want to disrupt the thought process of the title right now.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late.
No worries.
Just in New York, and it's a different thing.
It's a different what?
It's a different time. It's like 3 hours. This is kind of the middle of the day. for
God,
me.
so you were always already working, busy, and
Yeah.
I love your necklace. That is so pretty.
And it comes out well on your screen because
It-
I wanted to know that too.
It does. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank
Don't you
you.
all, ladies, don't you love her necklace? I love it. I can't stop looking at it. Of course, maybe not good if you're trying to get people to pay attention, but it is so pretty. Okay, let's take a few minutes and do our title. I'm going to shut up now. Okay, there we go. All right, everyone, let me get my, where did I do my? All right, let's hear some of these great titles. All right, Alice, what have you got?
Financial peace in 24 hours. How do I do that? Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, say that one more time. What was that?
Financial peace in 24 hours.
Ooh, how about 24 hours to
So
financial?
financial peace.
Yeah, just flip it. Yeah, 24 hours to financial.
Sounds better. Let's start with the 24.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other ones?
Unleash your financial burden on us.
Ooh, I like that. Unleash. I like that. Anything else? You're good, Alice. What else?
Keep your home. Don't give it to your mortgage company.
How about keep your home? Don't lose it.
Don't lose. Keep your home. Don't lose it. I don't know where my phone is.
Yeah, don't lose it. Lose it. Yeah, I think you could stop there. Don't lose it. I love it. I love all three of them. And you know what? These are potential for your speech as well. So you're going to keep these. And when we do the speech, we're going to do the same thing where we need to have a title. And I always recommend people have 2 to 3 titles because a lot of people, when they ask you for speaking engagements, they'll say, well, what do you speak on? So I'll always say, well, my most popular talk is Speak Up, Get Clients. But I do other talks like Your Message Matters and, Virtual Speaking Mastery. And then they get to pick. And a lot of times it's the same bloody speech. It's the same one. It's just named different. Now, my 3 are 3 separate ones, but you can have 3 different titles and have it be the same signature talk. Okay, let's vote now. So Alice, you're going to say them 3 times again, and then we're all going to vote on which one. And again, I love them all, but let's just pick one to start with. But you have 3 live topics right there. I would use all 3. All right, but let's pick one that we're going to use today. So go ahead, Alice, and say them again. And everybody listen.
24 hours to financial peace. Unleash your financial burden on us. Keep your home, don't lose it.
I like them. I like them all. All right. So who likes number 1? You vote on that.
I do.
1. Number 2. I like number 2, the unleash.
Okay.
And then number 3. What do you like, Luana? Number 3. Okay, well, there you have it. Okay, so we're not much help. We each liked a different one. But again, you have 3 great topics for different lives. So I was
just going to say,
yeah,
you can use them all 3.
Use all 3. Yeah, just pick whichever one you want to use today, and we'll move forward with that one. Okay, Luana, what have you got?
Well, I like the one that you suggested, healing through journaling. And then I thought self-discovery through journaling.
Okay, I like that.
5 benefits of journaling.
Okay, that's not as strong as the other 2, but yeah, that, yeah, how could we put that benefits in some other word that makes it exciting?
Benefits of journaling.
The what?
Benefits of journaling, or change your life through journaling.
Yeah, what's another word for benefits though that we could use? I'm
gonna have to look that word up.
Yeah, like yeah.
Then I also thought of renew you through journaling.
Renew you through journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little hard to say renew you. What if
just renew through journaling? Well, play around with it.
They all work. I like the first 2, and the benefits is okay. But I'm wondering how we can make it more powerful. Like instead of benefits, maybe we say secrets, 5 hidden secrets of journaling. Maybe make
That's,
it a little more curious.
yeah, that's
5,
better.
or maybe 5 hidden benefits of journaling or the 5 hidden secrets of journaling. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
So it's a little more, it's kind of the basic, but just so it's a little more intriguing. But again, all 3 of yours are great too. So go ahead and say them again and then we'll vote.
Okay. Healing through journaling, self-discovery through journaling, and the 5 hidden secrets of journaling.
Oh, I like them all. I think I would go with the healing because that's so different. I haven't heard that before about journaling.
Mhm.
So that would healing through journaling. I mean, that is so powerful.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What about you, Alice? Which one do you vote for?
The same one, healing through journaling. And as you were talking, I thought of the joy of journaling.
Oh, yeah.
Journaling. There you go. That's a 4th one for you. Mhm.
Got it. Thank you.
That is good. All right, Jeanette, which one do you vote for? And then you'll go next.
Oh, I like the first 2, and I would agree with you. The healing aspect is a new way to think about journaling. So I would go with that as well.
Yeah, I think that would be, that would be one of these millions-dollar ideas right there. Healing and journaling. I've never heard anybody say it, do it, or anything.
Mhm.
That would make me more apt to journal when I don't have time to journal,
And you can create a workshop through that one because you can add things like health and wellness, building your confidence. There's a lot that you can add to that healing through journaling.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go to Jeanette. What are your titles?
Well, I hate to put myself down, so I won't.
Good, don't. Don't start a sentence like that again either. Not if I'm in the room.
I'm gonna go from the bottom up. Bored no more, how to bring joy into your life.
Okay, wait a minute. Now you might have something there. Bored no more. How cool is that? Bored no more. Bring joy into your life. Okay.
Let's go from blah to joy.
Blog? Oh, blog.
Like humdrum blah. I'm not sure what word to use.
Right. So maybe it would be more like how to go from blah to joy. Not saying I like it. I'm just saying we need how to in front of that. Okay, what's the next one?
5 ways to go from feeling blah to bringing more joy in your life.
Okay. So what makes you think you have to have a blah or a boring?
I don't know. It's just something that came to me based upon something that you had said. Yeah, I think a lot of women maybe that I would target to are wanting more. They're wanting more than just their day-to-day routine, especially now since they've experienced COVID. And maybe simple things like, your idea, we all know, add color, put on some lipstick, some small things can make their day better.
What if you said a title something like that? Joy is in the small things.
Ooh, I like that.
Or how to find joy in the small things. I don't like the word things really, but that's the feeling of how to find joy. How to find joy in the small, how to find more joy within you, how to find the hidden joy. Why you can use that word hidden too. How to find your hidden joy. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
How to find your hidden joy. Now you're going hidden joy. Yeah, I probably do have joy, but it's hidden.
There you go. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Excellent.
Again, as we work together, more of these things will come up, more ideas, but you're on to something too. All three of you are onto something really, really powerful. The healing of journaling, you're healing through joy, right? Alice is healing by, getting out of debt. I mean, that the debt that, and here's the thing, you all, because of what you're doing, are brave, because you're setting yourself up, because people are going to come to you with their sob stories and their sad stories, and you're going to be healing them, right? We think maybe Alice is the only one that's going to hear that. No, the healing, you're going to have to hear their sad story of whatever is broken, right? Whether it's personality, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. And then same with Jeanette, she's going to have to listen to their life story of how they had no joy. So that's brave what you all are taking on here. And you've been called to take that on, to help those people. So good for you. Pat yourself on the back. Good. Yeah, it feels good. Ooh. Okay, so let's go on. So good. Oh, wait, we didn't vote for Jeanette. So let's vote on her. So go ahead and say your three and then we'll vote.
How to find your hidden joy.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Let's just vote on that one.
Okay.
I vote.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah. I do. That says it all. It just feels good. Where when you say things like blah, all of a sudden I don't feel good.
Exactly. I agree.
We have to be careful. Even our titles, you want people to feel good. And we don't want to ever start with a question, because that's not a title. That's a question. That's our attention grabber, which we're going to talk about next. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me go back to sharing the screen for a moment. So we got the title. Now, attention grabber. So now we're starting in that formula. So the very first step is attention grabber. We've got to grab the audience's attention in like a second. So if you noticed in some of my lives, I will bring in a prop with my attention grabber. Now, I'm not saying you have to, but all I'm saying is I've learned now that Facebook Live has been around for, 5 years. Just being a person standing there and talking isn't always enough to get people to click on the audio button and listen. So I've been lately using some props to get their attention, right? One time I brought in a thing of flowers. One time, of course, that you saw I had mud on my face. These are all tactics to grab attention and get them to turn on to listen. Because if they don't listen, you can't promote your business. It's not doing anything. It's a video. Whoa, boy. Sorry, I got the sensitive mouse. I barely touched it and it went crazy on me. Okay, so let's go back to there. Okay, attention grabber. So we want to use the title of our talk as an attention grabber. So you could say, and again, use it as a question. Do you want to find the hidden joys of, do you want to find your hidden joy? That kind of thing. Have you ever thought of healing by journaling? Have you ever thought of that you could write out your problems and heal from it? So there's, ways that we could take that title and turn it around and make it an attention grabber. So you can turn it into a question, or you can turn it into a statement. I could say, you can heal from journaling. Or I could say something like, don't lose your house to the bank. That kind of thing. So you can come right out and be really tough with it, a statement, or you can ask a question and get their attention. Either way, you have 3 seconds to get the viewer's attention. And again, I've been adding props to mine because I've discovered that they will get somebody to turn on their camera. So if you want to add props, that's fine. You don't have to. You might not be ready for it right now. I've been doing lives for a long time. Deliver the statement with high energy, sound excited, even if it's kind of a negative statement like, hey, are you suffering from bankruptcy? Are you looking to bankruptcy? Well, you're in the right place because I'm going to teach you how you can avoid that and avoid it now. Listen in, listen up, whatever. So be excited, be confident. And then, of course, the last one, you can always create that thought-provoking question like, have you ever thought what life would be like if you had more joy? So you see, it has nothing to do with my title, but it still has to do with my topic. Have you ever thought how freeing it would be if you didn't have 1 cent of credit card debt? Have you ever thought that maybe you could write in a journal and yet have it heal your problems? Right? So it's a thought-provoking type of question. So any one of those, it's entirely up to you how you want to start it. But that's the first step that we need to do right now. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop the screen right now and you're going to write out your attention grabber, either thought-provoking, statement, or another kind of question that maybe you use your title and enough said. Have fun. It's the first thing out of your mouth. All right, that should be enough. So let's go around and do that. Everybody ready? Okay, just a quick one. You have, all you need in front of you. So, Jeanette, what have you got?
I have 2. When was the last time you laughed huge? Or like with a belly roll laugh? Have you ever
Why don't you say that? That sounds better than huge.
belly roll laugh?
When was the last time that you had a really great belly roll laugh?
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about what gives you goosebump, joyous feelings?
Okay.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Good. No, it's good. I don't think you need the joyous feeling. So you
Okay.
can either say, when was the last time you got goosebumps?
Okay.
Right. And then you can even add, do you know that those goosebumps are usually come from joy? And if you're not feeling goosebumps every day, then I can help.
Very good.
It's just a gift. No, I've been doing it 17 years. So
You're wonderful.
thank you. It's a gift. All right, Alice, what have you got? Oh, you're muted.
Have you ever thought of what it would mean to wake up without worrying about when the bank will come for your home.
Okay, that is powerful. Let's shorten it
Like-
up a little bit. Let's shorten it up. It's a little long. So say it again.
Have you ever thought of what it would mean to wake up without worrying about when the bank would come for your home?
Yeah, that's powerful. How about when we just need to shorten it up a little bit. How could you shorten it up? Have you ever wondered, no, how does it go? Have you ever wondered what it would be like?
What it would mean to wake up.
Yeah. So have you ever,
Have you ever wondered about waking up without worrying about when
the bank was gonna, when you'd get is it a bank mortgage, or can you make it more general, like a collector calling? Is it
bank
just,
mortgage is what I want to focus on, right?
okay, so,
Bank mortgage.
okay, so perfect. Okay, so have you ever wondered what it would be like not to have the bank knocking at your door? Have you ever wondered what life would be like without the bank ready to take your mortgage or ready to take your house, or
Or the mortgage company.
The
That's
mortgage
what they
company.
mortgage.
yeah. Okay, do you have another one?
Do you want to be free of credit card debt and get a fresh start?
Okay, and again, you could say what you said in the first one, like, have you ever thought what life would be like without any credit card debt? You know, have you ever, so what you're trying to do is get them to imagine a different life. And you're trying to say, I can give you that life. Right?
Okay, yes.
You can use almost both of them, the beginning of both of them, but just the ending is different. One's credit card debt and one is, with, the mortgage company beating down your door. Again, the more visual words, ladies, you use, the better. So beating down your door is a visual word, like a storytelling, right? We can see that. And it's more dramatic than if we just said our credit card hounding us, or, well, even hounding is a pretty good visual word, but, without worrying about the credit card, or without worrying about the mortgage company. So if we just put it more into a visual sense, knocking down our door, howling at us, yelling at us, calling us, it's a more visual and more emotional, impactful when we use those kind of words. So think of how you can add that element of visual. Knocking the door, we can see it. Picking up the phone.
Throw your family out.
Throwing your family out. Yeah, we could see that. Repossessing your car, taking your car away.
Yeah.
We can see those things. Okay, great. All right, super. Let's go to Lawana.
Good timing, because he had to go out the house,
Oh,
go out the door.
you're getting some work done on your kitchen?
Yeah, my sink, the faucet, for whatever reason, I couldn't move it. And the water was just trickling out, so he's fixing it.
Oh, good.
Anyway, what I came up with, have you ever thought of, let me do that again. Have you ever thought of healing yourself by journaling?
Good.
Have you ever thought of achieving your goals by journaling?
Good.
Have you ever thought of writing that book by journaling?
Or
I wanted to do 3 questions because from Toastmasters, 3 sticks in my head. Do things in 3s.
yeah, but that doesn't work for Facebook Live.
It doesn't. Okay.
It's one per topic. So you have 3 topics there.
Okay.
Just like Alice had 2 topics there, one about mortgage and one about credit card debt. And then she could do another one about bankruptcy, right?
Okay.
So one topic, it's only 2 minutes. So don't do 3. That would take almost the whole 2 minutes. I wouldn't
Right.
even recommend you do them in a speech. Now, I like things in 3s, don't get me wrong, but not your attention grabber.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
I guess I'll start with the first one, which is the leading for everything. Have you ever thought of healing yourself through journaling?
Right. Another one, the last one that you might could tweak. Have you ever thought of turning your journal into a book?
Oh,
Ooh,
that sounds better.
Mhm. Because no, I never have. But yeah, that's the starting of your your memoirs, your biography.
mhm.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay, very good, ladies. Very good. Okay, so we will go back to, all right, the next step is to establish your authority. Now, this is where you share all your credentials, earn the right through your story. This is what I do. This is where, oops, sorry. Gotta get in your mouth. You want to answer that question. Why should I listen to you? Not literally, but I'm the master. So what else? I'll do my beginning, and I do my beginning. Let me just say, I can, now of course I can't think of a thing, but let me see. I would, I would just say, would you like to get more clients? Hi, I'm Arvee Robinson. I'm the master speaker trainer, international speaker, and author of Speak Up, Get Clients. And I might hold up my book, Speak Up, Get Clients. And I teach people how to get more clients through public speaking, right? So that's your established authority. Real quick, it's just a few seconds long. It's not your whole introduction. It's just, why should they listen to you? Bam. And it should tie in to your journal. So, or to your journal, to your attention grabber. So again, if we were talking about the journaling and she says, what was the last one I gave you? How to turn your journal into, oh, did you know that you could turn your journal into a book? Hi, I'm Luana Parker, and I've been journaling for years, and I'm a blogger, and I'm this and that. And I have discovered the biggest secret on the planet, and that is that you can actually turn your journal, yes, your journal that you write in every single day, into a best-selling book. And I'm going to share with you this first step to do that today. Boom. Right?
Mm.
So that's what I mean by establishing authority. And then it's no longer than 10 to 20 seconds long, right? Okay, let me go back there. So no longer than 10 to 20 seconds. So you're all going to work on that. You're going to have that. Boom. You already know who you are, your title, how long have you been in business, if that matters. Okay, so now let's talk about engagement for a moment. And again, I talked about this earlier. If your purpose is to get views on the back end, then I wouldn't worry about encouraging engagement. If your goal, however, is to get your friends to come on your live, then if they are there, you want to encourage them to what's called C2C, which is called to comment. Please comment below. Please give me hearts and likes and all of that. Now, see, I don't encourage that because I can't use the video. Now, what I do is I take the videos, I download them, and then I put them up to YouTube. I'm repurposing them. And I encourage you to do the same. So therefore, I don't encourage any of this distraction or likes because then it's no good to me. Right? Because think of it, it doesn't end up on YouTube. It doesn't end up on the film, but my words would, right? My words would, hey, put likes in the like box. Now everybody knows it came from Facebook Live.
Right.
Right? YouTubers don't like that.
Right.
Okay. You can, but if you are going to encourage it, keep it on Facebook, just ask what city they're in, that kind of thing. And because Facebook does love that kind of encouragement, they love all the likes and the hearts and all of that. So you get better rankings on Facebook. But again, if that's your purpose, great. It's not my purpose. My purpose is to repurpose. And so I want to keep it as kind of clean and generic and green, evergreen as possible. All right. So number three, excuse me. Number 3, come on, mouse. All right, number 3 is to deliver that great content. So no more than 3 to 5 points, tips, nuggets, principles, teachings, whatever you want to call it. Right? Now, I usually keep it short, so I'll keep it really to 1. Right? No more than 1 to 5 minutes, but mine are typically 2 to 3 minutes. And so I will pick a topic like on my 21-day principles. I might say get trained. And then I talk all about getting trained and why speakers should get trained. And so maybe I'll throw in a success story of someone that's gotten trained. And then no more asking engagement. If you are asking for engagement, you don't do it during the teaching part, no matter what. It's too distracting and you get off your goal, your zone, right? You want to stay on that zone. All right. So number 4, call to action to monetize. And this is really important. Just a note there, don't send them to your website. Nobody goes to the website. You can go www, right? Yourwebsitesucks.com. Nobody's going to go to it. Nobody's going to go to it. So send them to something a little more than that. Okay. So, or a call to action, a little more than that. Now, if you want to build your database, send them to an actual landing page with a gift to capture their email. We've all seen it. We've all been party to it. We've all clicked in it. We've all gotten free stuff. You all know how that works. If you don't, we can have another conversation outside. You can make money now by sending them to a landing page to buy or sign up for an event. Right? Something really quick, something really inexpensive. You're not going to do a 2-minute video and send them to something that costs $1,000. That's not going to happen. But you could send them to something that costs $7 and they will buy all day long. Right? I'm going to give you a free copy of my book. All you have to do is pay for shipping. It's $7. Go to this website and sign up. Man, people on social media eat that up. Eat it up. Or you can come to this event for $5. Right? So again, the more you speak, the higher the offer can be. The higher the offer can be. Shorter, keep it small. You'll have more success. Build more exposure by sending it to YouTube and other sites. So again, what I do just in a nutshell is I take it and I download it from Facebook. I upload it to YouTube, and sometimes I upload it to other social media such as Twitter and LinkedIn. Right? You can't really do it to Instagram because they have different rules and things like that. But you certainly can use it other place. Send it to your clients, put it in an email, and you can get it out like that. Most of my engagement, most of my closing and call to action is really if I'm doing a series, then I just say, come back tomorrow, because that's really what I want them to do. And when I'm done with all 30 or all 21 or all 7 or all 10 or whatever you're doing, then you could do a big call to action for something, because hopefully they've seen maybe 5 out of the 10, enough to where they've fallen in love with you and like your stuff. So it's up to you, but I don't do a call to action like go to this landing page every single time. I build rapport. I'm building exposure. Got it? When I say got it, you say got it. I say good. Got it? Good.
Got it. But I hope you do something on landing pages and things, because I hear people talk about it, but I have no idea about it.
Okay, we can talk about that. We would, a web person will actually do it. It's not something you want to do yourself. It's a whole nother skill set. All right, so last one is the memorable statement. You want to end with a memorable statement. Now, it's your last thoughts. It's the last thing that you give them. Make it positive and powerful, and one sentence, not 2 or 3, one sentence. And you're going to learn, and it's not about you, and you're going to learn about this in the speaker training as well, because we do it. If you do, you might create one now, that works for your speech. But if you get lost, you just go to that first question or the title. So you can, so mine is, if you can't say it, you can't sell it. That's what I say after every speech. What I say, I don't always say it after my lives, because a lot of times I'm saying, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Sometimes on my lives, I'll say, you're one step closer to becoming a speaking superstar. So it's just something you're going to leave them with. And if you're doing a series, you want it to be the same one for all the series. So if I do a series, I'm either saying, come back tomorrow for the next powerful public speaking tip, or you're one step closer to becoming a speaking superstar, or you're one step closer to speaking success. So again, I only do that if I do a series. So let's just, for now, forget the series. I just want you to do one right now. So think about what you want that to be. Let's write that out. And then our next step is we're actually going to do our lives together. Okay? So that's our next step. So let's think about what you want to end it with. Just for one, not for a series. Okay, so Luana's got nothing. I can see it in her face. She's got nothing. Okay, let me help you. Okay, so let's see.
I was thinking about what I end all my blogs end with: until the next time, stay safe and keep the faith. But that won't work with this. So I'm trying to come up with something.
Right, but what if you said something like, keep journaling, or keep healing, but keep journaling, keep healing by journaling, or just keep journaling.
I'll have to play with that.
Like that, because that way, no matter what topic it is, whether it's finding joy or healing or even your book, keep journaling. It could be something that simple. And you could say, till the next time, keep journaling. I love that. That's so encouraging.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Alice, Jeanette, do you have anything?
I have something. It's not necessarily what I would be a final, but I have something.
Okay, what do you got?
Remember, one joyful action can change your day.
Okay.
And then I just thought of the Bible verse, joy always comes in the morning. But they're not impactful to me, so I don't know.
Right. Might not be as encouraging as you can have joy all day.
There you go.
Or be joyful all day, or spread the joy.
Spread the joy.
You could say joy is like peanut butter. You've got to spread it.
I love that.
I don't know. Those things just pop in my mind. I don't know where they come from, well, except God, but they just pop in there. I'm just the vehicle. Remember, joy is like peanut butter. You've got to spread it.
Because I really am about, what I want to interject is you could be joyful, but wow, isn't it fantastic when you can spread it and share it and help others to be more joyful? So I love that a lot.
Okay, good. All right, Alice, let's do yours. Uh-oh, I can't hear you.
I came up with something from everybody speaking. Start living the good life.
I like that. So remember, start living the good life, or you deserve the good life. You deserve to live a good life. You know, they're worthy. Good. I like that. That kind of says it all. And again, you can use that whether it's the bankruptcy conversation or the home mortgage conversation. Mhm. Or you could even say something about freedom. Set yourself free. I don't like financial
yourself free.
freedom because that's been used so long, so much, but free of, you have to think. Just use yours. I'll have to think on that one. Nothing's coming. Nothing else is coming. Okay, so let's go to actually do it now. All right, are you all ready, ladies? Are you ready to do it? Woo! Okay, so I'll show you the mechanics and then you could do it on your phone. Now you can do Facebook Lives on your computer, but because we're already connected to your video, you can't use the video for two purposes. You know, so just get out your smartphone and you could just do the first one on your smartphone. All right. So now when you do, I don't know, the phone works no matter what, but if you do it by your computer, you must use Chrome. The Firefox will not work. Of course, you log into your account. We're going to go either to your page or whatever, add the description. I'm going to show you all this now. Okay. Okay. Then you're going to end. Okay. So let me stop my share. Let me go to my Facebook account and show you everything I'm talking about. Well, let me just share and I'll bumble around with you with me. Okay, so I have to go to, oops. Let me escape out of here. Let me get out of my PowerPoint. Okay, so let me go to Facebook. Now I can't actually do the live, but I can show you the steps. Okay, so you're going to go to Facebook Live. Now, you can't do the live on a page or in a group per se. We can click on it, but when you start out, the only place you're going to see Facebook Live is on your main timeline. So don't go to your page to try to do it. You go here, right? So I'm going to click on Facebook Live, and then you're going to see the magic. Okay, here's the magic. Now, see where it says post on your timeline right here? Right here, over to the left. Okay, this is where you change it, right? Post to a page. Okay, I'm not seeing only you. Hang on a second. Okay, post to a group. Okay, well, I used to say only me, and I'm not seeing that it says only me. So I'm going to have to look into that because that's what I told you. And I'm not seeing it. I don't, wait, let me see if I see timeline and then if I could do something. Hold on. I know there's a way to do it. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. See this only me? Yeah. You click on that. Oops, and I didn't know mine wasn't clicked on public. So you go to your timeline, click on the timeline, then this other button underneath it, you're going to click only me. Got it? Then only you are going to see it. If you want to go to a Facebook group and then I can see it, otherwise I can't see it, put it to the group, put it to and here's where you get the group, put it to public speaking mastery. I don't know why it's not public speaking mastery, right? So you have to go down to all your groups. There. Public speaking mastery. Now there's two of them. One is mine and one is somebody else's. So you could tell if it's mine, if it comes up with, well, I guess you can't. I think the first one is mine, but somebody set one up after me. Okay. Anyway, so that's if you're going to post it into a group. Now, when you put the title, you're going to put the title we talked about right here, right? So healing, I'm just going to make this up, healing power, journaling, right? Now, you want to do the same thing. I do the same thing. I copy and paste it here, right? Copy and paste, because it's the second one that actually gets printed on the live. So if you want to add more, like let's say you want to add hashtags, you would do it on the second one. All right. If you want to do any little icons, happy faces, you do it on the second one. All right. Now, guess what you do now? Now you're all ready to go. Everything's good. Now you're going to see yourself in this little box down here. You can't see me right now because I'm using my camera for the Zoom call, right? Couple of setups right here. You want to make sure that you're using the right microphone, right? And again, I'm using my microphone, so you're not going to see it, but you're going to see the list here when you do it by your phone. Okay. If it's by phone, you don't have to do any of this crazy stuff. The phone will just do it yourself. If it, and the same with the phone, you'll see yourself. You don't have to worry about this. But if you're doing on your computer, you'll see yourself. Then you want to click these two digits right here, which are going to make the screen big. And you're going to see yourself. Okay. On the phone, it's a little slightly different. You're going to see yourself immediately.
Mhm.
Okay. And then you just say live and go. In this case, you would see a go live down here. If you're doing it on your computer, on your phone, you're going to see go live as well. All right. And that's how easy it is. So what we're going to do now is you are going to take all the notes that you've written so far. I'm going to stop my share, and you are going to do your live with your phone.
Mhm.
Now, so everybody go to your phone, and I'll do it with you. You're going to go to Facebook. You're going to hit that little live button right there. It's going to look like this, right? You're going to look like a camera. Don't worry about these things down here, these icons. They put little hats and goofy stuff on you. You don't care about any of that. Just tap to add the description, which is going to be your title. And then up here, it says public, right? Public post. You want to click up there. Do you see this?
Right.
That's where you can say friends only or only me is down at the bottom.
Right. I got it.
Okay. So click on that. All right. And when you're ready, start your live. And what we're going to do is everybody's going to go on mute, because otherwise we're going to hear each other's. All right. So I'm going to be right here if you have any problems, but we're going to wait. I'm not going to call on you until we come back after 5 minutes, because if I bring you in, then somebody else might hear you and it'll ruin their live. Okay. So we're just going to all go on mute for 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to do this. Only me. And if you have a problem, just wait until 5 minutes are up, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss any challenges that you have. It's really easy. So do you have any questions so far?
When it says tap to add your description,
That's the title of your talk.
am I typing it or saying it?
No, you're typing it.
Where?
Okay, tap on it. Tap
Okay,
on
got you.
it, and then you'll get your keyboard, and then you'll be able to add the description. Yeah, on the phone, it's like really tedious. That's why I do all my lives mostly on the computer. But you need to know it, because you might be on location doing one of those on location types. Okay, everybody ready? All right, so go ahead. I'm going to mute everybody. Go ahead, and you got 5 minutes. You're only going to do a 2-minute live. So I'm going to mute you, and don't come back in until I unmute until I come back and go like this, and then you come back. So 5 minutes, it's right, 5 minutes till 12. So you're going to do your live now until 12. And 12 o'clock, we'll open it up. Okay? All right, go. We won't be able to see only me's. So did anybody put it on the any Facebook group that we can go and view it?
No. I haven't.
Okay, that's okay. It's your first one. Luana, what do you think?
I was writing out my script.
Okay, okay.
I just finished writing out my script. I hope that's 2 minutes at least. So I haven't done it yet.
That's okay. All right. But now the key here is that you have the formula, which you didn't have before.
Right.
Nobody, I mean, nobody teaches us formulas. I'm just formula crazy, right?
Mhm.
All right, Alice, how'd you do?
Work in progress.
Okay, and it should be. It should be. So good
Yeah.
for you. Here's what I'd recommend. Do a few like for you only. When you're comfortable, do the same one, but put it in the Facebook mastery class so that we can see it. Or the not mastery class, the public speaking mastery class, the one with me on it.
Mhm.
You know, just share it. You can share it. Okay. Now,
Okay, there's one we.
All right. So one last thing I want to teach you. All right. So when you go to the next time, when you can't share only me. As far as I know, you can't share only me. I've never tried it, but it doesn't make sense that you could. But let's say that you do it and you put it into the Facebook group, Passionately Speaking, not Passionately Speaking, sorry, public, I've got so many Facebook groups. Public Speaking Mastery, right? And that one with me on it. See, I said there were two. Okay, so the one that has me in it, put it here. Got it? And then text me and I can go and view it and give you some feedback. But see, remember I talked about my 21 principles? Okay, so this is now coming from YouTube. So what I did is I downloaded it and uploaded it to YouTube. And that's the last step I want to show you. All right, so let's go to, I'm going to go to my regular page and I'm going to find one and download it. Okay. One that I haven't downloaded. Okay. So like this one, remember I said I started using props to get attention. So that flower was a prop and what it was about, time to freshen up your signature talk. Right? Okay, so now I'm going to download it. So all I wanted to do is get people to view, right? Now I don't even know, where's my views on that? Okay, I don't even know where my views are on that. They call it spring. Okay, so now we're going to do this. We are going to go those three little buttons, three little dots to the right. Okay. We are going to go down, unless they've changed something, not save video. Stories, different success stories. Gotta make or it maybe it's then you go to the three dots. Update your content. Then we download it video. Do you see this? Or maybe even more real, or maybe it's time. You can't hear it, can you? Is it yakking?
I can hear.
Yes, I can hear.
Good. Okay, turn it on. I can't because if I have my USB plugged in, I can't hear through my own speakers. Okay, so we're going to go to the three dots. And you can write this down. We're going to go to download video. Happy first day of spring. Spring is a wonderful time. I don't know why it's turning on, but it should download the video. All right, let me double check here. Okay, downloads. No. Okay, let's go. Let me go and see if it downloaded. All right, so let me go to my downloads real quick. Should download. You just need to download. Hold on. Downloads. Downloads. Okay, so it didn't download yet because I would
It's
have.
still working.
Shouldn't. It's so short that it shouldn't. But let's go back and look. It's so short. It doesn't take very long. So let me go back to me. Go back to that video. You have to make it live. You have to make it, okay? So I have to make it big. Spring is a wonderful, turn it off, make it big, go to the 3 dots, download video. I don't have to save it, but I can. When you save it, it just saves it to your Facebook saved videos. Doesn't download or save it any on your computer. So if I go down, happy first day of spring. Spring is a wonderful time where we get unplug. I think I'm hearing. And there we go. It's just beautiful, better weather. I'm in Southern California, so we get. So now I'm download. There, now it downloaded. Do you see it over there on the right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Yes.
now it's downloaded. Happy first day of spring. Spring is a wonderful time where we get flowers and it's just beautiful, better. Shut up. Shut up, Arvee. Okay, I'm trying to get my small screen back. Let me go back here. There we go. All right, so I am going to exit out of here. So you saw I just downloaded. Now it's right here in my download, right? Now what I do is I take it somewhere else, and of course I rename it, but let me just rename it right here. Okay, so I would say something like number 20 of 30 days to become, whatever it's called, a powerful speaker, right? Now I go to YouTube. It's so simple. Now I go to YouTube. Okay. Now I go to YouTube. Go to your YouTube channel. All of you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Okay. So go to your YouTube channel. Go to upload video. I'm just all I did is right here, didn't do anything else. Upload video. Go to select that video file that you just did. It's going to my podcast section. Okay, see, where did it go? Where did it go? It's in my downloads. That's why I don't keep it in downloads. I would normally move it. Okay, and then boom, it uploads. You change your title here, put in your bio, right? Do a thumbnail if you want. Go add it to a playlist. Say it's not for kids. So just go through your normal stuff you would do here. Add it to a playlist. You can add a brand new playlist or just have a tips list. This, I'm just going to say tips list. Boom, boom. Uh-oh, something new. And publish. Boom. That's how easy it is, ladies. And then it's right there when it's done processing. Right? That's how fast it is. So that's why you want to create this video for YouTube too, so that you get more exposure and get, just start building your YouTube channel. Now, ladies, if you're not, I know Luana's subscribed, but if you're not, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you kind of see that kind of stuff that I'm doing. All right, so you just go to my channel, Arvee Robinson, and just subscribe. Got it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how easy it is. And again, we'll walk through this. We'll do, more as you need to, but that is how we go from nothing to doing a live to sending it up on YouTube. So let me go back to my PowerPoint and just wrap up because I promised I'd get you out of here. All right, so let's go. Different slide. Okay, so remember, now this is the formula in a nutshell. So you could take, sorry, I hate this thing. This isn't working for me. Very sensitive mouse. All right, so this is the formula all together that you just learned and did. So take a picture of that. Make sure you have that formula correct, right?
Yeah.
We're optimizing our lives by downloading it, what I just showed you, to your computer, uploading it to YouTube or Vimeo, which is another one like YouTube. Also upload it to LinkedIn, Twitter. If you have Twitter, Instagram TV, you can load it up to Instagram TV. Otherwise, regular Instagram is what? Less than a minute. Upload it to your website. That's another place you can use it, right? So before we end, and we're just about ready to end, I'm going to give you some homework. Are there any questions about anything that we covered?
I think I understand everything that you covered today. My concern is, for example, where it called to action to monetize, since I don't have a place to send them, what do I do?
Well, right now you're just going to say, keep journaling.
Okay.
Journaling. Now you want to pick a day. If you don't want to do it every day or do a series, then pick a day of the week, like every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. So then you can say, I'll see you next Tuesday, 12 o'clock. In the meantime, keep journaling. And that could be just your call to action is to get them to see the next one.
Okay.
That's how you monetize and promote. You don't monetize immediately, you monetize over time. Then
Okay.
you one that's a workshop, they already know you. Now they're like waiting for that journaling workshop. And now you say, and now today I'm just so excited. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my upcoming workshop. Right? We've been talking about journaling and healing and this and that for the past several weeks. Now I want to invite you to a workshop where you can really learn how to do it. And then you give them the workshop URL when you're ready and when you have it.
Okay. I like that. That's good.
And
Because I know for myself, I don't like when somebody just pop up and start trying to sell me.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
had a chance to find out about them. So that's
Right.
great. I like that.
And remember, ladies, if you don't have a website for an event, don't worry. Use Eventbrite, right? Eventbrite, and you can sell on Eventbrite. They take a little more and they don't pay you until the event is over. But there's people out there looking at Eventbrite for upcoming events. So it's a good sales tool for you as well. So you don't feel like you have to have a website. Don't let anything stand in your way. There's always a workaround or another way to do something. Right now, ultimately, you want a website, but you don't have to.
Yeah, that's how I got the 12 that came to my workshop. It was actually 22 people who had signed up, but 12 showed up.
Well, that's great because usually it's 50%, and you had a little more than 50%. So congratulations. That is awesome. I would go back to those 12 people, right?
Okay.
And invite them to another one and then sell them into like a 6-week course. And again, if you want to do some coaching around that, let me know. We can do that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Any other questions before I give you your homework?
Uh-oh. Homework.
Okay. And let me go back. Okay, so first, congratulations on doing your first live, or at least doing your script for your first live. And now, here's what I'd love for you to do. So, prepare and plan your next live or the first one, whatever it is. Create your live in the public speaking mastery class. Oh, what did that just happen? And then I can give you feedback, and then do it again and be consistent. And that's it. It's recording my words now. Pick a time and a day of each week Pick a day and a time of each week that you want to do it, or pick a series and then do it consistently. So once a week is not too much. Once a day can get a bit much, right? But once a week is easy to do. All right, so that's your homework. I will see them when you post them into the Public Speaking Mastery Live. And there's not that many people that are going to see it, but it is your first start of getting this out there. Okay. All right. So that's your homework.
Okay, that's not too tough. When you did your 21 principles, did you do those all at once, or did you do them over 21 days?
I did them over 21 days, but I took the weekends off. So the other challenge that I was in, where it was 30 days, I only did to day 20. I haven't done it in 6 days. And part of the reason is I got bored with it. It was too much, right? So I haven't done it in 6 days. It was like, wasn't paying off, wasn't getting results. So, and I'm result oriented like you are. And so I just said, you know what, juice isn't worth the squeeze. So I'm not doing anymore.
Okay.
It was somebody else's challenge. It wasn't like my own. It was somebody else's. And so I just said, forget it. You know, that the woman that I was doing the challenge on and for wasn't even looking at it.
Wow.
And nobody else in the challenge was being supportive and looking at it. So I said, forget it. So I think that for community, that's very important. So when you post it in there, I want each of you to look at it, make sure you're a member of that group, and then support each other by making comments and being encouraging. Okay?
Yep.
All right, perfect. And remember, our next time we're together will be to create that speech. And you're going to have a leg up on some of the other people because you're going to have your title already. And you're going to have, in some cases, maybe your memorable statement and or your attention grabbers. You can use what we developed here, there, or develop new ones. It's entirely up to you. So that is Friday and Saturday, the 8th and 9th of April. And that will be from 9 a.m. until 5:30, until it's a complete day. We're gonna have lunch breaks and breaks. So just come ready to rock and roll.
Okay, so is it the 8th and 9th or the 9th and 10th?
9th and 10th. Did I say 8th and 9th?
You said 8th.
All right, my mind's faster than my mouth. The 9th and 10th. I have my wall calendar over there. Yeah, 9th and 10th.
All right.
Okay, great, ladies.
Well, this was good. This is probably one of the best trainings I've had in quite a while.
Oh, good. Good, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm glad. Well, then you really love the Create Your Speech in a Weekend.
I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
Good. All right, Alice, do you have any last parting words or comments or questions?
No, there's a lot I have to catch up on, including getting a YouTube channel, things like that.
Get a YouTube channel. It's free. Don't sign up. You don't have to sign up for the paid version, just a free one, especially in the beginning. I always recommend you use your name. But if your name's taken, then you can, use something. But some people, it all depends. You could, if you have like a title, like let's say there's one for anti-aging called Flash and Flashy or something, and instead of the woman's name, and she's known by that, so people go to her for Flash and Flashy. So if you have some sort of name that people know you from, it's not your own name, then you can use it. Like some people, the computer doctor, right? But otherwise, make it easy for people to find you. That's the thing. Don't make it hard to spell. Or I made one years ago and I called it persuasive speaking. Well, I didn't realize that people had trouble spelling persuasive.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It backfired. Same with words like entrepreneur. People have trouble spelling that. And I had a networking group called We in early days, and it was women entrepreneurs. And I was so thrilled that I got that URL. I couldn't believe it. I got women entrepreneurs. Well, it's because I spelled it wrong. I mixed the U and the E on the end, So just if you are going to be, something fun, make it something people can spell really easily. That's my lesson I learned. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for everything, for being here, for participating and being coachable. And I'll see you on Facebook Live the next time. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Good,
Thank
good
you.
to know you. Get to know you, ladies.
Yeah. Have a great. Yeah, you got the heads up on that as well. All right. So we'll see you for the next training.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.